Hey, what's going on? It's me, Elay, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Thank you for joining me again on another, I guess you could say, podcast, voiceover, video activation minus the motion of myself, but other clips. Thank you. What I feel about this whole thing going on today is like, well, first of all, I call it the carnivore because it reminds me of a dinosaur because it's so large and massive and in charge. I picture a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Having said that, don't know why I didn't put a picture of a Tyrannosaurus Rex in the clip, so maybe upon saying that, I can go back and slip a couple or a few pictures of a T-Rex in here if I remember. Thank you for joining me. I know you guys are all being safe, using your heads to keep yourself protected and covered. A lot of people have been saying that this whole carnivore thing started way sometimes last year, which would make perfectly good sense because, the flu comes every year, and it usually comes around Thanksgiving time. I remember hearing someone say that they hoped they would get the flu before Thanksgiving because they will always lose a lot of weight. And then it will be, unfortunately, right in time. So you're eating food from Thanksgiving to Christmas to New Year's. I never thought of it that way, but I wouldn't want to get the flu just so I could lose weight. But I get your logic. But yeah, having said that, flu season usually comes, once a year. But this time it started last year and it was large and in charge. However, we didn't know how large and in charge it was until now, which is April 2020. Last year was 2019. Okay, I get it. It was a bad mistake, but now we're all here in this together. Just like the song High School Musical, we're all in this together. So what are we going to do to get through it? We are going to have to endure and just push past it, push forward with it. I like to say that this carnivore thing, oh boy, you can look at it so many ways. One positive note my son was telling me that he heard by watching like PBS or something, they had a special or something where they were saying the world is healing itself now. Now that everyone's indoors, cars aren't running as much and people aren't just out and about in the way for no reason. So now the world thankfully has time to heal because, Michael Jackson's been crying about that all day, every day. Heal the world, make it a better place. So now, life forced his hand, or the atmosphere was like, look, the world is sick. We got to put these people in their houses. So, we're all taking one for the team on the behalf of the world getting better. So since not enough people sat down to really take you serious that the world is and was sick, something stronger had to come and just sit us all down. So unfortunately, some of us who have been doing their part to take care of the world, we're also suffering through it because the majority obviously was not really given two rips about the world. So the world is cleansing itself and I'm thankful for it. Another thing you can look at far as the corona. I said it! I'm fired! You're fired! I'm sorry! Another thing I can say about the, what do you call it? Carnivore is that, it'll help people look at their finances a little bit better. You can actually break down your budget to see where you've been spending all your money. Too much takeout because you're either just too lazy or don't want to cook food or just don't know how. Use this time to work on the things you allegedly never had time for, like learning how to cook better or learning how to cook. Preparing sandwiches, meals, that saves money. Wasting money on things that you just didn't like wasting money on things that you just didn't need, like compulsive shopping or shopping when you're upset. You have to find other ways now to spend your money, to use your time, channel your anger, because A lot of the stuff that people normally would do to cope is cut out. Now you're forced to just deal with yourself. And I think all the way around, the scales are back balanced. So I do feel bad for the people who are losing in this round. I don't want anybody to lose, you know. But looking at it on a brighter side, the softer side of Sears, this is a great time to tally up your finances and really see if you need all those things that you have anyways. You know, cut out the fat of all the excessive luxury things you have to pass the time and focus in on what's around you, what's before you, your family. Now you have time to really just sit down and talk. You know, this is an opportunity to have that quality time with your loved ones, or to just sit down and work on yourself. I would really rather everyone just sit down and work on themselves, because then all the rest of the answers will come forward. With this carnivore thing running around, I also think that like I said, a lot of people will lose weight. So that's a pretty good thing. Look at the positives. You'll have to kind of eat less and cut back. So it's like there's a lot of ways you can win. And on another note, I was thinking yesterday when I made another video kind of touching on this. A lot of people are concerned that, you know, they're going to lose their jobs if they haven't already. Most of us are laid off, or, you know, wondering what we're going to do, how we're going to make ends meet. It's like, for the people who are feeling this type of loss financially, welcome to the poverty line, because basically this is our life 24/7. So we kind of already know how to cope and deal with this. So the only thing we have to really focus on is making sure we're taking care of ourselves and following protocol of covering up your faces and doing the 6-foot rule thing. A lot of us have been living this type of newfounded life since we've been born into this world. So it's what we know. So we've already adapted to the quote-unquote global changes. Thank God for that. So to my people who are considered poverty-stricken and considered poor, below the poverty line, or less than all the ritzy people, I just say continue doing you. Be mindful and aware of your surroundings. Wash your hands. Take care of yourself. And don't use this time, though, to think you're better than other people, like the rich people now that they're like running around with a chicken, like a chicken with their heads cut off, because they don't know how they're going to survive without going out to eat every day. No, you can use this time to kind of teach them ways to make it through this. Maybe you'll make a lifelong friend after this, you know. I just want everybody to calm down, think clearly, and you'll get all your answers. It's me, LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Signing out, and I will see you next video.